I'm a little tired tonight, man, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up pretty quick. Um, Fight shouldn't have even happened. But I'm glad that Golovkin kept himself active and didn't allow this situation to allow him to be inactive and then having to get himself in shape a couple of months from now and trying to get back in the ring in September and being caught by surprise by something that Canelo would catch him with or try to catch him with in the ring if it does take place in September, which I'm hoping that it does. We're all hoping that it does. And if it doesn't, like Max Kellerman was pretty much asking him at the end of the fight, it's a stacked division. Who do you want to get in the ring? And, he was basically evading that question and basically saying he's ready to clean out the division and take on anyone. If that's the case, call a name. There's a lot of guys waiting in line, waiting to see you, waiting to try to take those belts. I understand the desire to want to kind of stay away from these hungry lions that's coming up. I think he has a shot at beating them, but it's just going to be a war for him. And at this point and at this stage of his career, I don't think Golovkin wants to be in a war. I think he wants to go out fighting on top, fighting somebody else who's on top in the sport. And if that happens to turn into a war, so be it. But he's not looking to take on all of these young, hungry, strong lions one after another and then get in the ring with somebody like Canelo and then calling it quits. Like, who wants to really go out like that? If you're a smart guy, you're not going to. Floyd said it over and over again. Like, it's not cool to take punishment in the sport of boxing. So why would he want to take punishment on his way out just to prove that he is the best middleweight in the division? I mean, like he said, the guy's been holding the belts for the last 9 years. Why would I want to do something like that? Like, it sounds good, but in reality, nobody wants to take the hard route out after they've already paid their hard dues, blood, sweat, and tears. You've been doing something for 20 some odd years or more, and you want to go out the hard way. Like, who wants to do that? Like, I'm gonna try to coast it my last few years and then retire, with my brain still intact. I'm feeling good. I'm in the best shape of my life. Like, who wouldn't want to go out like that? But anyway, to get to the fight, it's not much to talk about, and that's why I had a little dialogue. But second round, Golovkin took care of business. First round was a fill him out round. Golovkin took a punch to his mouth, caught him off guard. He got knocked back a little bit and woke up. Second round, came in, focused, throwing his jab out. His jab was landing precisely, pretty much as always. His jab, I think, since not the other fight. I think since the Danny Jacobs fight, his jab has been working for him precisely. And in this fight, it looked pretty solid. This would have been a rough night for Canelo had he gotten in the ring with Golovkin, because Golovkin looked a lot slimmer tonight. Not in a bad way, but in a very good way. In that first fight, he didn't look too good against Canelo, but he looked very strong tonight. He looked lighter on his feet. He looked determined. He looked focused in there. He looked like he had his game plan ready, man. The only thing it was about for him was to just let the lion out of the cage and just let him do what he had to do. So that's exactly what he looked like. He looked like he was just ready to put the game plan together and just demolish his opponent, and that's what he did. Second round KO. The setup was pretty good. Set him up with the jab, multiple jabs, and then he went ahead and took care of business with the straight right, and went with the uppercut and took care of business from there, man. And it was pretty much a solid outing for him. So that was pretty much it, man. It was nothing else really going on in the ring other than that. 1-2, just like the punch. You know, first round, second round, boom, over. Um, I was gonna do a video on it, a not a post fight, but a pre-fight video, going with my pick. I normally like to do my picks, but those videos, depending on who I'm talking about, they don't really garner too many views. So I like to do predictions though, but not for this fight. I mean, it was a last minute pick 'em fight, and they picked this guy. He gets in the ring and gets demolished. So I pretty much had it, him getting knocked out within inside of 4 rounds. So I knew it was going to be over with pretty quick. And anybody that knows boxing, knows Triple G, you already know how this fight was going to end. So with that said, man, love the female fights. I like what HBO is doing with that. I think that's the second time I've seen the ladies on the undercards. So we need to start seeing some championship fights from them too. I like the mixture, man. I've been talking about that for years. I've never done a video on it. But now I'm going to start doing videos on that because I watch a lot of those fights too. The ladies fight. I love boxing, man. So, but those ladies got in there and they fought a heck of a fight, man. The champ, I can't think of her name right now off the top of my head, man, but it'll be in the description. But she next time, go into the ring with your trainer, man. Go into the ring with your trainer. Don't do nothing like that at the last minute trying to, I guess, impress, you know, look a certain way and all of that, man, because she looked very uncomfortable in there, especially after she was eating punches and she got knocked down twice. You know, she just looked very uncomfortable. And then at the end of the fight, once Max did the interview, you can see it on her face. She felt stupid. She looked uncomfortable. And that's just something that you just don't do, man. You know, you get a guy to come into your corner who hasn't taken shots and hasn't gone into deep waters before. And I don't really know this guy. I don't know if he's been in the boxing ring or not. But I know I haven't seen him in the ring in my time of watching boxing. And you get this guy in your corner that's trying to tell you this and tell you that. You know, it's best to hear it from somebody who's been the champ, undefeated. Did pretty good. Lucia Riker, you know, she did pretty good in her time, man. I was a big fan of hers. And why would you not want to have her in your corner in a fight of that magnitude? But anyway, on to the next one, man. I'll be waiting on the next major fight. You guys will see me on here. Hit me up. Let me know what you thought about the fight. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. Oh, yeah. LeBron James, for all y'all LeBron James haters, did it again. Peace.